Whew, good morning. It's 5:02 a.m. in the morning. That's right, we beat the sun. That's right. Well, not really. I mean, I wouldn't try to. The sun's pretty tough, radiating all that heat. Oh shit, I dropped something. I picked it up. Okay. How are you? Good morning. Welcome to Live and Learn, the morning show, brimming with gratitude. It's 5:02 a.m. We're here at Quincy Adams Station. I live in Quincy between two subway stations. It's an equal walk to either, neither, neither. Let's call the whole thing off. The first train leaves Braintree at 5:04 a.m. So it's going to take about 6 minutes for the train to get from Braintree to here. Braintree is the terminal station, the terminus. That means the last stop. So this is the penultimate stop. And the other station would be the anti-penultimate stop. That's right. Fun with your Latin roots. This is just a gas bubble. I took care of my business before I left the domicile. And here we are. Quincy Adams, first thing in the morning, on the red line. Wanted to check it out. I think that's a fib. Are they fibbing? 20 minutes for the next Alewife train. Yeah, that does it every morning, huh? Exactly. And, dare I say, are people friendlier in these parts? Maybe. Don't touch the third rail. I'm talking to the pigeons. The pigeons were brazen and touching the third rail because they can. Because they're not touching anything else, so they're not ground. You know what I mean? You pigeons. I know this is your home. I'm visiting. I need a subway system map, pigeons. Here we are, our subway map. All right, the system map. Whew. Welcome to Live and Learn. It's the gratitude show, first thing in the morning. Happy Monday. Don't get a case of the Mondays. Let the Mondays get a case of you instead. That's right. Or that's left, however your leaning goes. I'm in the middle. I'm stuck between you two. But Fridays are for politically incorrect thoughts. This is a Monday. And Monday has its own problem set. Mondays they're extra busy because it's like I'm a chef. And you start fresh and you start from scratch. And that's a good thing. And so, yeah, Monday's always a little busier. And that's just how it goes, what we're used to. And I'm great. I wake up in 3:37 a.m., throw on a kettle of water, and make some coffee, make a vitamin C fizzy drink, usually to wash down some vitamins and minerals. And I start off the day with gratitude, a gratitude list specifically, and it's really helped my life. I suffer from the chronic mopies, the chronic angeries, and the chronic lonelies, and I have all my life. And this gratitude list has been the most helpful and successful coping mechanism in my emotional toolbox. Seriously. So I formatted my gratitude list for efficiency. I don't do this just to repeat myself for content's sake. But I know me. I adapted and adjusted my gratitude list to make sure it served me best. So through that constant daily repetition, that practice, that discipline, the wax on, wax off, like it's a part of me now. It really is. So I start off with what I call the Foundation 8. I am grateful for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. Can you hear that pigeon? They're saying their gratitude list along with us. Amazing, isn't it now? Yeah, plenty of pigeons in here. That this is where they roost. This is like, where they have babies. Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? You probably haven't. I have once. It fell out of its nest underneath a bridge. It was deceased. And that's the only time I've ever seen a baby pigeon. I've never seen a pigeon chick, fly or hanging out, on ground level. No, they stay up in their roosts pretty much until they're mature enough to, do their own thing. But I start off my gratitude list with the Foundation 8. I'm grateful and blessed for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. And from there, I elaborate, I build on that, I add to it. The gratitude list had this amazing, an immediate, palpable effect on me. I was having sideways moments and bad days, and I used to write these down on yellow legal pad with a blue medium ballpoint ink, preferably Bic Biro or Bic Stick. A boy's got to have standards, Ooh, Alewife train arrives in 1 minute. Indeed. And it's 5:09. So yeah, that was about right. It takes about 6 minutes. Yeah, because it's an equidistant walk to either station. Here on the other end of the red line that we're used to. It's my new life. Yeah, I inherited my mom's condo. My mom passed away July 31st, 2024. So it's like life has gotten some getting used to. And but she had her ducks in a row. And I moved into her condo. And I'm gonna, start a new life in Quincy. I've been up, literally, I'm right here, right now. And I've been up here for a better part of 2 decades. So, my grandparents moved down here when I was in middle school. And my mom moved down here like a little after I moved out in my early 20s. So my mom's been down here for over 25 years in this condo. And now it's, it's my inheritance, it's mine. So buttons, as Mo says. It's not that she used to say it. She says it all the time in my heart and in my head. Mo, my mom, Maureen. And I miss her very much. I'm very grateful and blessed to my mother. And she made a lot of sacrifices, to put food on my table, to put clothes on my back, to pay the school tuition. You know what I mean? I drove her crazy. She was a single mom at a very young age. And I was an only child, probably a prototypical, archetypical ADD kid, before those kind of diagnoses were just handed out like candy on Halloween. I quite literally, fit that bill. Here it comes. It's arriving. Here we go. We're gonna do the train thing like we usually do. We got 1, 2, 3. I'm looking at 5 cameras just alone on this side of the CCTV, closed circuit television cameras. And here it comes. There's got to be some backdoor hack to get into all of these cameras. Oh, we're not going to see the... Yeah, fuck it. Here we go. Whew. Awesome. Now I can take off my hat and unzip a little bit. Yeah, I know, huh? But yeah, gratitude.
Next stop, Quincy Center.
Next stop, gratitude, huh? I feel a little guilty because it's so nice and quiet on the train. So I'm speaking softly directly into my microphone. Let's see how soft I can get my voice. Because someone, probably after the next stop or two, is going to regale us with the sounds of their iPhone without headphones. Because, they apparently, the disc jockey died. And they inherited that job to entertain us all with the tinny sounds of whatever or wherever they're from. Could be some, Haitian Christian mass. Or the musical sounds of South America. Or, some kind of Middle Eastern dance thing. It's just... Welcome to globalization, huh? But there's got to be some kind of... Listen, the Chinese have already figured this out. You know it, I know it. Well, let's not, play along with, the Chinese, they have a surveillance system that's, just... They invented this shit. So we have... Everything's made in China. So everything's derivative of their technology. So wouldn't you posit that these things come with baked in?
Change up a commuter rail or local bus connection. Doors open on the left.
Just the ability to access your camera and your data. Yeah, that's Quincy Center. Boop, boop. Quincy Center. Did you have a good weekend? I did. I was on Wes's Thinking Critical on Saturday, talking about comic books. And then I had my own show yesterday, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, the Super Sully Sunday stream. 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, Sundays, usually. I've been doing the show from this very iPod. And I'm looking forward to having my desktop computer back with my boom mic and my webcam, where I can access the internet and share images of specifically covers of the comics that I'm talking about. It's a great visual aid. But this will do. It's really old school. It's like how I started the YouTube stuff. A tripod phone clip with a ring light. And, and my reliable almost 6-year-old iPhone. Yeah. Yeah, I had a nice restful weekend. I was supposed to have a date on Saturday, and I had to bail on it. It was so weird. I took a hot shower, and I got a nosebleed. And I suffer from nosebleeds all my life. Well, what happened when I was a little kid? File under my poor suffering mom. I had stuck a... My mom heard a really weird squeaking noise coming out of my nose when I was trying to breathe. and she took me to the doctor. I was a kid. I was probably about 3 or 4 years old, not even. And she took me to the doctor, and so the doctors identified there's an obstruction up there. So they went up there with some forceps, and what did they pull out? The eraser from a number 2 pencil. I had apparently took a number 2 pencil and was sticking it in my nose, and when I pulled it out, the eraser was jammed up in my sinus.
Entering Wollaston.
And well, I've had chronic nosebleeds ever since. Maybe it's like Excalibur, and like Lancelot, the wound that never healed. So having bloody noses in the wintertime isn't shocking. But what happened after that was a little kind of alarming, no pun. My Apple Watch said my heart rate was about almost $150, 150. It was in the mid 140s for not being like active. Like I wasn't running. I wasn't, I didn't just have a workout or anything. Like literally my heart rate spiked. And this is life with panic and anxiety. I identified that as having a panic attack, maybe from, the date I was supposed to be on in 45 minutes. And so I texted her and I was like, I am just,
Next stop, North Quincy.
I'm sorry. I have to cancel our date. I am so sorry. I mean, I assure you, I'm not a flake. And I told her everything that was going on. And I had the opportunity to say, like, hey, I was diagnosed with PTSD in 2020 after my best work friend, Scotty, literally dropped dead from a heart attack at work while we're trying to get lunch out. And ever since then, I get crippling panic attacks and stuff. So, like, I'm taking a panic pill. I'm gonna lie down, and very quickly, within a half an hour, my heart rate dropped back down to normal. Mid 70s, or so, and just like I spent like the next 3 hours just lying in bed,
Entering
trying to
North
nap.
Quincy.
But she was very understanding. We rescheduled for next week, hopefully. And it'll be my 5th first date of the calendar year.
Entering North Quincy.
I'm also at the point where I have to re-up my Match.com, my dating app, and where it's going to automatically re-up. So I have to manually cancel my membership, and that's coming up like any day now, if it hasn't already. And that's like $250 for the year. I know. Really
Nope.
North Quincy. So yeah, I hope the audio is okay on this. I just don't want to be obnoxious. Making my little videos. It's the first train
Next
of the
stop,
day.
JFK UMass.
People are going to work. They're just like me, We've all waken up early. There are so many people on this train. The first train of the day. It's impressive. So I woke up, made some coffee, had a little bit of breakfast. I'm kind of currently addicted to these little cake parfaits that they make at the supermarket I go to. That was a burp. It's like layers of pound cake, some fruit, whipped cream, and repeat again in a 16-ounce kind of, soft drink cup, plastic, with the dome lid. And this was, so I got one with strawberry. It was like strawberry pie filling, you know. And the other one was lemon, like lemon curd, like you get in a lemon donut. So it's kind of like eating a slice of cake for breakfast. There's enough sugar to like wake you up and motivate you for the morning. Some coffee. I only had like 5 bites of it. But that counts as breakfast, yeah. I'll have something else at work. Maybe a roast beef sandwich. One thing at work I like doing, we have pastries that come in from a baker, and at the end of the week, so the unsold ones come back downstairs, and we put them in the freezer. So on Fridays, chef busts them out, and they're like, "Hey, you can take home anything that we, day-old pastries from the freezer." You know what I mean? And we have a ham and Swiss croissant. I love it, but it's only got like 1 slice of cheese and 1 slice of ham in it. Okay, we also have croissants that we make breakfast sandwiches with that my squad does. So I'm like, "Hey, Sully, why don't you make yourself a ham and cheese croissant with 3 slices of Swiss cheese and 2 slices of ham, and it'll be fresh and it'll be warm. I'm gonna throw it in the oven, get the cheese a little melty, and it's." And I was like, okay, so that's my current breakfast. I love a ham and Swiss croissant. I really do. Uh-oh. It's a little slow. I'm already wondering how I'm going to deal with my first service disruption, because it happens. It's going to happen. I am going to be late for work one of these days because the tea is just going to be like grumpy. It happens. As we cross the Neponset River, the natural border between Quincy and Boston. It's Quincy. Say it like a local. I am local, wicked local. I don't know. I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. But I had a great weekend. Well, it wasn't great. It was perfectly doable. Nice and restful. Friday I went to the bar and had my mozzarella sticks and chicken curry. And probably had a bit too much to drink. It probably asked me out on Saturday. So, I did Wes's show. That's 2.5 hours. And then, just I had a panic attack. And I had to cancel my date. So, shit happens. Hopefully I get a second chance. That'd be nice. Well, that's about it. It's Monday morning. You go out and get a case of the Mondays and don't let the... how do I say it? Don't get a case of the Mondays. Let the Mondays get a case of you instead. That's right. And that's it. Yeah, I'm just grateful and blessed. Use gratitude as an active ingredient in my life. It's really made a huge difference. So God bless. Namaste. Good luck. And we'll see you tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. All right, bye-bye.